Good morning, students. My name is Ilesomi Tope. I'll be taking you through mathematics and we'll be discussing scale drawing. We are already done with the last class, which was on plane shapes, where we look at parallelograms and rhombuses and kites, their symmetric properties and their similarities and differences and so on like that. But this morning we'll be looking at scale drawing. Now let's look at the correction to the exercises that was given in the last class. So you're just to indicate whether it is true or false for each of the following statements. Now let's start with the first one. It said all rhombus are both parallelograms and kites. The answer is true. All rhombuses. Then some kites are rhombuses. This is also true. All parallelograms are squares. No, all parallelograms are not square. A parallelogram has two opposite sides equals to each other, while a square has all its opposite sides equal. Now, all trapezia are parallelograms. This is not true. What is the meaning of trapezia? Trapezia is the one is trapezium, more than one is trapezia. All rectangles are rhombuses. This is not true also as well, because all rhombuses has all its sides equal, while rectangles have only two sides equal. Now, what are we going to be looking at in this topic? You must understand the concept of scale drawing. You must be able to carry out reduction and enlargement of scales, then draw plane objects to scale. So these are the two things that we'll be looking at in details in this class. Now let's start with the meaning of scale drawing. What is scale drawing? So sometimes we want to draw diagrams of objects on paper. In most cases, the exact size of the object cannot be drawn on paper due to the sizes. It is then necessary to reduce the size of the object or enlarge the size of it if it is small. Now, what does this mean? Scale drawing is just you drawing a particular object on a paper, but not following the size of that object. You understand? For example, now you want to draw a car. If you want to draw a car on a paper, you will not use the length of that car that you have, the exact length of that car that you have. You can't use it on the paper. It's not possible. So that is where uh the concept of scale drawing comes into play. So it's either you reduce it or you enlarge the size if it is too small. If it is too small, you enlarge. If it is too big, you do what? You reduce. Now, I think I've explained this one further. I've explained this. To obtain accurate diagrams, reduction or enlargement must be done in a proportional way. What is the meaning of proportional way? In a ratio way, in a way that it will not be ambiguous. Thus, a way of reducing or enlarging an object on paper is to choose a suitable scale. Now, I'll be dealing with scale, like you have on your graph when you say let you represent 1 centimeter to represent what? 1 unit. This is an example of a scale. This is for graph. Or 2 centimeters to represent 2 units. So if I'm talking about 1 unit means 1, 2, 3, difference of 1. If I'm talking about 2 units means 2, which is difference of 2. Therefore, a scale is a ratio or proportion to be used in the process of reduction or enlargement. We'll look at this in full details. Now let's look at the tools that we need. You will need your ruler, your protractor, a pair of compasses, then your drawing paper. I forgot to add that. Your drawing sheet or your drawing paper or your drawing book will be very needed. Now, factors to be considered in scale drawing. What are the factors that you need to consider? Number one is the size of the object, the size of paper being used for the drawing, then the size of the diagram we want to draw. Okay. Now, note something that if the size of the object is small and we want it bigger, we allow the diagram to have a dimension of at least twice the given size of the object. That one is very, very straightforward. So, however, if the size of the object is big and we want it to be small, we allow the diagram to have a dimension of at least half the given size of the object. Now, this is applicable when you take the measurement of the real object. Maybe a table, for instance, you are looking at the length and the breadth of a table. The table is rectangular in shape and you measure it. So for you to, you can't have that same diagram on the paper. It will be too big. Depends on the type of table also as well. So it will be too big. Let's say a library table. In your library there are tables that you use for reading. Okay, so if you want to draw it on a paper, you need to reduce the length and the breadth. So you need to make something like, okay, let 5 centimeters on this thing to be this, stuff like that. So I will teach you, you will understand this thing better as we move on in this class. Okay, now let's look at the first example that we have here. We have a student who was asked to draw the cover of Stern Mathematics. A student was asked to draw the cover of Stern Mathematics with actual length of the illustration. Then the student may not be able to draw the illustrations as well as the front cover of the actual length of this book, but the illustrations and the cover can be scaled in order to make the illustrations proportional to the length drawn. Now let's look at this in full details. Now, if the actual length of the cover, that is, the actual length means when you take the measurement of the cover using your ruler. So, if the actual length of the cover is 24.4 centimeter, while the length of the one drawn in the figure above. Now, I will not draw it. You will just check your Stern Mathematics. That is what I'm using here. Or you can use your New General Mathematics also. On Stern, I have it on page 130. So you see the diagram there. That is the front cover of your Stern Mathematics textbook. Now, the one drawn on the paper, the length is 5.6 centimeters. Then the ratio of the two lengths is 24.4 centimeters, which is the actual length ratio 5.6. So you can divide through by what? By 5.6, and once you do that, you have 4:1. So this implies that 4 centimeters of the cover represented by 1 centimeter of the front cover on paper. So that means that 4 centimeters of the real this thing is equivalent to 1 centimeters on the drawing. So now we have this formula for scale. Whenever you are asked to choose any scale, this formula is very important. Any length on scale drawing divided by corresponding length on actual object. That is one. Or any length on actual object over corresponding length on actual object. So they are both the same thing. Now let's look at the importance of scale drawing. The importance of scale drawing. Scale drawing is very useful in so many professions. Name it, we use it in the surveyors use it when they are measuring lands. When you do your mapping out of lands, they interpret it on a sheet. So you can't use what is on land. Like if you have 1 kilometers now, you can't draw 1 kilometer on paper. So you can only have 1 kilometer to represent maybe 5 centimeters on the paper. So we use that one. Then the cartographers, those that read maps, the geographers, the sailors, the police, soldiers, they make use of it. Also the architects and engineers, they make use of scale drawing. It is very, very vital, so important. Now let's look at another example, which is example 2. A plan of rectangular playing field is drawn to a scale of 1 centimeter represents 10 meters, as you can see. Now, if the field is 68 meters by 47 meters, find its length and breadth on the drawing, then show the diagram of the scale. So I will just go directly to the solving. Now, note 1 centimeter represents what? 10 meters. And we have 68 meters by 47 meters. 68 meters by 47 meters. Now, if 1 centimeter, is it 1 or 10? Okay, 1 centimeter is 10 meters. So that means 1 meter will be 1 over 10 centimeters. That is very true. Then if you're having 68 meters, that will be in centimeters now. That will be 1 over 10. That will be 68. 68 multiplied by 1 over 10 centimeters. And this will give us 6.8 centimeters. And you also apply to the other one also, which is 47. That will be 47 multiplied by 1 over 10 centimeters. And this will give you 4.7 centimeters. So this will be the length on the paper. On the paper. So what you now do for me is you pick your pen and paper and you will draw a rectangular field. You will measure it too. So the length will be what? 6.8 and the breadth will be 4.7. So you do that for me. So you draw it. Then the next one, let's have another example. If a scale of 1 centimeter represents 10 meters, find the length of the scale drawing of the following measurements. We have 90, 73, and 65. Now, let's start from the first one. We have 90, which is question A. We have 90. And we know that 1 centimeter represents 10 meters. So, if you're having 90 meters, 90 meters will be equivalent to what? 9 centimeters. That is that. Then B, you have 73. So 73 meters will be equivalent to 73 over 10 centimeters. And this will give us 7.3 centimeters. Then the last one, which is 65, that will be 65 meters will be equivalent to 65 multiplied by 1 over 10 centimeters, and this will give us 6.5 centimeters. Just like you having 1 naira, you know that 1 naira is equivalent to 100 kobo. So if you have 1 kobo, 1 kobo will be equivalent to 1 over 100 of what? Of 1 naira. That is just the meaning. So this is your assignment. What you're going to do for me, the smaller diagram is a scale drawing of the larger diagram. Oh, let me draw the diagram. This is the diagram. Okay, the length of this is 1.5 centimeters. This is 1.2. Then this is 3. And this is 1.8. Now, measure the length of each diagram and give the scale of the drawing. Then you do the other one. Give the scale of the drawing means which scale are you going to use. Don't forget the formula that we use to find scale. The length of the actual over the length of the what? Corresponding. So that is what you will use to get the scale. Then the other one, if a scale of 1 centimeter represents 10 meters, find the length of this following this, and that. 120 meters, 75 meters. So in conclusion, we'll be able to talk about scale drawing, problems involving scale drawing, and the importance of what? Scale drawing. So for your further readings, go through all these materials. They will be of good and great help for you. So thank you very much. Take care of yourself. Bye. So I want all assignments to be submitted to the email address on the first screen. Take care. Bye for now.